Right now, this very moment, thousands of seniors across America are losing money that legally belongs to them. The Social Security Administration has quietly made a change that could mean an extra $3,200 in your pocket this year. But here's the catch. Hardly anyone knows about it. If you receive SSI, SSDI, or Social Security benefits, or if you care for someone who does, pay close attention. Missing this could cost you thousands. That's right. The government has already approved a change to Supplemental Security Income that's increasing monthly payments for millions of low-income seniors, disabled Americans, and caregivers. But the shocking part? The SSA hasn't exactly gone public with it. No headlines, no bold letters. Just a silent adjustment buried in federal updates. And most people are completely unaware that they now qualify for more money. What's really going on? Let's cut through the noise. This isn't about campaign promises or future proposals. This is happening right now. The Social Security Administration has updated how Supplemental Security Income, SSI, payments are calculated. These updates could raise total annual income for many recipients by more than $3,000, depending on your situation and where you live. And yet, millions of eligible Americans still haven't claimed it, simply because no one told them they could. The confusion that's costing people money. For years, Washington has done a terrible job explaining what's changing and who qualifies. You've probably seen headlines shouting about new Social Security increases, but they rarely tell you what part of the system is actually affected. Here's the truth. SSI is not the same as regular Social Security retirement benefits. It's a completely separate program created for people who are elderly, blind, or disabled, and who have limited income and resources. It's designed to help people survive, not get rich. But when the government tweaks its formulas, that can make a major difference for your bank account. The change that triggered the $3,200 boost. Every year, the SSA adjusts benefits for inflation through what's called a cost of living adjustment, COLA. That number isn't random. It's tied directly to the Consumer Price Index, which tracks how much essentials like food, gas, rent, and healthcare have gone up. From 2023 to 2025, these increases have stacked up dramatically. 2023 plus 8.7%, the largest jump in 40 years. 2024 plus 3.2%. 2025 plus 2.5%. If you add them together, that's roughly a $3,200 cumulative increase in total payments since 2021 for many recipients. It's not a one-time bonus check. It's steady money that grows your income every month. But here's the critical part. You won't see a dime of it if your file isn't updated correctly, or if you never applied in the first place. That's not speculation. Multiple state offices have confirmed that many qualified seniors aren't enrolled, and that some active recipients aren't getting the correct raised amount due to paperwork delays and outdated income records. How the SSA decides your payment. The federal government sets a base SSI rate, but your state can add a supplemental payment on top of it. That means two people with the exact same income can receive completely different checks depending on where they live. California, New York, and a few others add significant state supplements. Others, almost nothing. So your zip code alone can change your benefit by hundreds of dollars each month. There's another trap many don't know about: in-kind support and maintenance. If you live with family or receive help paying for food or housing, the SSA can reduce your benefit, even if that help is small. Countless seniors lose out because they didn't realize that a few bags of groceries or free rent could lower their official SSI payment. If your child, neighbor, or friend helps cover your bills, SSA may see that as income, and your monthly check can drop. That's why understanding these new updates and keeping your file accurate is critical. The SSA is recalculating payments using 2025 cost of living data right now, and they're cross-checking for resource changes and state supplements. One missed update can mean missing the raise you deserve. Why millions still haven't applied. This is the part that's most frustrating. According to multiple government estimates, millions of Americans who qualify for SSI never even apply. They assume they make too much, own too much, or simply get overwhelmed by the paperwork. But here's what most people don't know. The SSA doesn't count all income the same way. For example, the first $20 of most income you receive each month doesn't count at all. The first $65 of work income is ignored, and half of what you earn beyond that is also excluded. That means you could still qualify for SSI even if you have a part-time job or small pension. What counts and what doesn't? The rules for what counts as resources are decades old and long overdue for reform. The limit is $2,000 for individuals and $3,000 for couples, and those numbers haven't changed since 1989. But not everything you own counts. Here's what the SSA doesn't include in those limits. Your home, if you live in it, one vehicle, most personal items and household goods. Knowing these details could be the difference between qualifying or getting denied. And since the COLA increases are automatic only for approved recipients, if you're not in the system, you're missing real money every single month. How the inflation surge triggered bigger payments. The reason this year's changes matter so much is simple. Inflation hasn't slowed enough to stop the yearly increases. When the 8.7% raise hit in 2023, the biggest in 4 decades, it permanently boosted the base SSI level. Then 2024's 3.2% and 2025's 2.5% built on top of that. So if you were receiving $800 a month in 2021, you might now be eligible for $1,060 or more, depending on your state and living arrangements. That's the difference between being able to afford rent or food and going without. SSA officials have said the new numbers are being phased in automatically, but only if your information is current. If you moved, changed banks, or live with new family members, your payment may be undercalculated. You have the right to request a payment review if something looks wrong. Don't assume the government got it right. Errors happen every single month. Applying or updating your file. If you've never applied for SSI, or it's been years since your last review, now is the time. You can apply online at ssa.gov/SSI by calling 1-800-772-1213 or by visiting your local office. Yes, the forms are long. Yes, the process can be slow, but the difference could be hundreds of dollars per month, for life. When you apply, gather these documents first. Proof of income, Social Security, pensions, or wages. Bank statements. Details about your housing and any help you receive. Medical records if you're applying for disability. Be thorough. Incomplete applications cause delays, and every delay means lost money. For those already receiving SSI. If you're already in the system, your payment should have increased automatically. Check your direct deposit or benefits letter. If the numbers haven't changed since last year, contact the SSA immediately. Say, I need to verify that my account reflects the 2025 cost of living adjustment. They're required by law to review and correct any miscalculation. Looking ahead, expect another cost of living review in mid-2026. As long as inflation continues, and let's face it, prices for groceries, medicine, and housing aren't dropping. SSI payments will keep adjusting upward. But again, these increases only help if your eligibility is active and accurate. The SSA does not automatically reopen old applications or chase people down. If your benefits were suspended or denied in the past, you must reapply to receive the new rates. You heard that right. The window is open, but it won't stay open forever. This year's recalculations are already underway, and once the review period closes, delayed claims could take months to process. If you wait until next year, you'll lose not only this year's raise, but possibly back pay you could have received. The bottom line: SSI is more than just another government program. For millions, it's the only thing keeping the lights on and food on the table. With inflation pushing prices higher every month, this $3,200 adjustment isn't just an update, it's survival money. But the system is complicated. The paperwork is tedious, and the information isn't being shared the way it should be. That's why it's on you and on all of us to make sure every eligible senior and disabled American knows about it. If you or someone you love depends on SSI, check your payment amount immediately. Update your information with SSA if anything has changed. Apply now if you've never done it, even if you think you won't qualify. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about numbers on a page. It's about dignity, independence, and the right to the benefits you've earned.